Heuristic. So, minimize the likelihood of making mistakes. The major difference between recognition and recall is the number of cues provided or given by the context that can help memory retrieval. Recall has fewer cues than recognition. That's why it's called difficult and error prone, right? So, now I'll share a couple of examples with you guys. What we often encounter is generally what we encounter is a dialog box that merely states that the user needs to go to the settings and change the permission, and that sometimes leaves us a little lost, especially when we are using a new operating system for the first time. Why should the user have to find where they have to go to change or request a set or request a setting? Why do they have to do all the work? These mundane tasks should be performed by the software and not the user. Not only is it useless additional cognitive work, but it is also a waste of time, especially when you're between the work and you're doing all these things. This definitely costs a lot of time. Now, looking at the example that is there on the left top hand side, the Facebook Messenger permission dialog. When it is asking for the access to camera roll of your iPhone, the app links directly to the right place, making it very easy for the user. So don't feel that sense that you're lost and you need to go back to the settings and make certain settings all the way. Because I personally have faced this challenge where certain apps have told me that go to this settings under this option, click that, and I have just chucked the whole application altogether because I am lazy, guys. Yeah, that's the fact, I guess. Another great example is a system path. So, like we can see an example from a screenshot that I've placed from the MacBook, where you have a system path that helps you navigate back and forth without remembering each folder name or step of the along the way. It directly reduces a lot of memory load for the user, because if you want to go back and forth, it's very convenient for you. You can jump from the 10th step to the first step all together in one go. Another example would be Adobe Photoshop and a majority of design tools that we have been using that provide a list of the recently worked files so that the user can easily recognize and recall the files they have worked on. Otherwise, it is again a mess. So, the pro tip here would be the more cues we have, the easier it gets to retrieve the memory. Minimize the user's memory load by making objects, actions, and options visible. users should users should be provided with everything with things like visual cues, options, actions, instructions available, which helps to avoid the memory load or cognition load and make the decision and make the error prone decision easier to follow up with.